Tonight, we're hearing the haunting words of Susan Cox Powell, as if beyond the grave. ABC4 Utah has discovered the West Valley Police had a video of Susan telling us how she wanted to protect her family in case something bad happened to her. And you may find her words disturbing. ABC4 Utah's Brian Carlson is live in West Valley with the story. Brian.
Yeah, Brent, I want to show you something. This week, police gave me this tiny electronic thumb drive. And believe it or not, it contains tens of thousands of files police gathered in the Susan Cox Powell investigation. One of them is a video of Susan herself going through her family belongings. And what she has to say, you may find chilling.
This is me, July 29th, 2008.
It's as if Susan Cox Powell is speaking from beyond the grave.
Covering all my bases, making sure that if something happens to me or my family or all of us, that our assets are documented.
Before she disappeared in December 2009, Susan went around her West Valley home and documented all of her and her family's belongings, just in case.
And I had necklaces too. I don't know where those are. I just got in a rage, as you can see, and broke this. There's duds and pearls and opals in there. Broke this and threw all my DVDs and made a mess because he was angry at me. This was about a year or two back.
Susan was so afraid of what her husband, Josh Powell, might do, she wrote a secret will and testament dated just 1 month earlier and kept it in a safety deposit box with explicit instructions Josh was not allowed to see it. Inside, she writes, "For mine and my children's safety, I feel the need to have a paper trail at work, which would not be accessible to my husband." She says, "I want it documented somewhere that there is extreme turmoil in our marriage." She says Josh threatened her that if they got a divorce, quote, "there will be no lawyers, only a mediator, and I will ruin you. You, Susan, would be destroyed. Your life would be over, and the boys will not grow up with a mom and a dad." That may explain why Susan next wrote, "I want my marriage to work out." But Susan describes how nothing she tried seemed to work. He doesn't want to do counseling and says if I were to buy groceries for cheap sale prices, that he would be happy with this well-purchased bargain deal food in his stomach, would make him happy, and our marital problems would be solved. As if believing her efforts would fail, she finishes the letter saying, "If I die, it may not be an accident, even if it looks like one." Then when she appears to run out of room, she goes back to the first page, and in the corner writes to two names that were blacked out, saying, "I would never leave you."
Hope everything works out and we're all happy and live happily ever after as much as that's possible.
And these files of Susan are just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many tens of thousands of documents contained in this tiny thumb drive. It's too soon to tell what we still may yet learn about Susan's disappearance. Live in West Valley City, Brian Carlson, ABC4 Utah.